Okay, everybody,
Hey guys,
settle in, buckle up,
buckle
get
up.
ready for a wild ride between the coffins, sarcophagus. A trip to Egypt is where we're going because everybody knows it's the hot off the tracks. But I guess first, my name is Gio. This is Ghost in the Scene. I'm a paranormal investigator.
My name's Mark, ghost scientist. I do a lot with Bunsen burners, test tubes, and I study ghosts in the habitat of the media.
And I am Rob Thomas. I am a ghost survivor. I've been to the realm. It was dark. And now I'm back.
Yep, and we have some work to do. We are all experts in our field in our own regards. People look up to us, and that's a fact. And so we've been getting a lot of emails talking about some of the stuff that's been happening with the Brendan Fraser trilogy, the Mummy trilogy.
It's all bad. It's
some very bad and unfortunate news.
If you're just living under a hole, but basically the soccer coach was watching Mummy Returns, and long story short, she stabbed her dad.
She stabbed her dad to death.
Right in the heart.
Of the Mummy Returns.
I just can't believe this. Like, I don't know if this happened when I went away, but something changed with this series because I remember it being really fun when I was a kid. I was like, this is so much fun. We're in Egypt.
Yeah,
we're going on some exploring adventures.
I'm gonna pause you right there because I feel like you're looking at this through rose-colored glasses.
And also, Rob, you're not a soccer coach. For soccer coaches, that movie's never been fun.
It's completely different when you're a soccer coach.
Part of their daily life, it kind of makes them rethink things. The drills they're doing with their team, how their team's doing, if they're going to get to the playoffs, World Cup, red cards.
Exactly. It's
I guess I never really saw it that way.
Yeah.
I never really put on those soccer shoes.
Cleats.
I got to put on someone else's cleats every once in a while.
As an expert in a lot of mummy movies, this movie was especially very dangerous in their depiction of mummies and how cool they made them look. Okay, so I know you said you were having a good time. You're blasting away in sarcophaguses, fighting mummies, and everything. That's fine. But I just want to tell you, this movie was chock full of ghosts. There was nothing but paranormal feelers and tendrils that were coming out of the screen and making sweet, sweet connections to your soul and suckling away the life energy juice that we all secrete.
Exactly. It was very scary, very traumatic for me.
Oh, that was actually my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
It was when it just
that's more
it touches me.
Touches you, right?
That's bad.
Right here in the thumper.
Makes sense.
And it says, "You are mine," and it draws you closer. It's you gotta just go with it. Go with the flow, Joe.
I don't
understand why you don't go with the flow more.
Because I don't want to go with the flow of hate and of evil. And if a mummy takes control of me, I for one love my dad. And I am not going to even imagine a world where I have to coach a soccer team and have the stress of that, and then accidentally have to get controlled by the mummy and get killed and then kill my dad. I don't want that to happen.
And I mean, that's where the flow leaves of the mummy. First, you're going to meet Brendan Fraser. He's going to give you a cool scorpion bracelet. Then there's going to be snow monsters, and you're going to be in China.
Yes.
And you're going to be coaching soccer and trying to kill your dad. And the way things go.
I never really thought of it that way, but that makes total sense.
It is chronological.
I think I get it now.
Yeah.
I think, all those things put together, I kind of want to kill my dad too. So I think we should.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it
anymore.
anymore.
Away from soccer fields.
I should not hang out around soccer fields or dads.
You can play
for a little bit.
Don't try to coach them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give them like suggestions.
All right. Well, I love giving people tips, especially about things I don't know about.
Don't.
Well, that's what this show is all about.
Yeah.
In a sense, because none of us know what it is to be a ghost yet. None of us, except maybe for you, Rob.
Thank you. It's the one thing that I'm an expert in.
Mm-hmm. What is the favorite movie in the Mummy franchise in the Ghost Dimension?
It was really dark, so it was hard to see movies there.
Yeah.
Well, that is very fair. My personal favorite was the movie in question, which is what really I think pains me so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, during the time when I was a child, when I was watching this movie behind my hands, peeking in between, just so I could see Brendan Fraser as a hero, I really looked up to the man. And in the second movie, in The Mummy Returns, Brendan Fraser also returns to reprise his role as the mummy killer. And he himself and his little boy and Rachel Weisz and their friend Jonathan, who's her brother, he's a lovable playboy, they get together and they stop the mummy twice. But this time he has a girlfriend. Okay? So they stop the mummy.
His wife, right?
I don't think they were married. I think they were just boyfriend and girlfriend. They were dating. No, well, I'm talking about the mummy. I'm not talking about
Brendan.
The
mummy.
And then who is the Scorpio King?
The Scorpio.
That was The Rock, right?
Well, that is technically the fourth movie. No, the third movie in the franchise. Because it went Mummy Returns.
2.5 if we're being.
Well, really, it predates the Mummy because it takes place in ancient Egypt.
Right. It's 2,000 years in the making.
During The Rock's reign.
Exactly. And that whole, the Scorpion King himself is a story about a man who becomes a scorpion. Mm-hmm. And the movie has to do with a bracelet that a little boy wears that is a scorpion. And it shows him where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was hiding out because he was tired of being in control all the time. He was just taking a long nap. So this movie was very informative for me. This taught me a lot about the occult, about ancient Egypt. It showed me the darker side of cinema, it was some really edgy stuff. Brendan Fraser got away with a lot of really edgy stuff in this movie, and I feel like he was an unsung hero of like the hardcore, movie scene. So to find out that this woman, this soccer coach, murdered her dad in cold blood in the name of Brendan Fraser in The Mummy Returns really, really bums me out because I thought Brendan was better than that. I really did.
And if you notice, the new Mummy reboot coming out this summer, they replaced Brendan with Tom Cruise.
With a younger man.
With a younger... Yes. Well...
I actually don't know if that's
just
true.
Just look at him. How old is Tom Cruise, guys?
Well, I think...
Tell me exactly what his age is.
If you want
me to tell me because he hasn't aged in years.
Well, to quote
guys.
Famous role in Interview with a Vampire, I'm a vampire. So Tom Cruise is a vampire. That's what I'm thinking.
Tom Cruise could be a vampire, sure.
Sure.
But also, Tom Cruise, well, he wasn't that vampire movie. But then I don't want to say that because then I'd have to say that Gary Oldman was a vampire or Kiefer Sutherland was a vampire. And I'm not going to get into that argument because I believe that those two men, specifically, are not vampires, okay? So,
okay, if you got evidence.
Hollywood does have a tradition of casting non-vampires and vampire roles.
Exactly.
So, there's not a role out of them to go around to begin with, and then they discriminate against the vampires. Mm-hmm. It's a very ugly practice.
It's bad.
But if you have the evidence, I would more than, I'd be happy to look it over if you have any notes on Tom Cruise being a vampire. I just think that he has the beautiful genetic, pool in his favor. He's also a hound for exercise. He uses conditioner and moisturizer on his hair, SPF 50 whenever he goes outside, no sun damage, no sunspots, no liver spots. He takes care of himself. He's on probably like a paleo or some kind of like vegan. Ovo-lacto vegan. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, but he's doing something. St. Bart's diet. And Brendan Fraser had a look to him. He had a very
that was
chiseled.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful man. That's as I remember.
If there were any other actor filling the shoes of Brendan Fraser, I would be personally offended because Brendan Fraser was kind of the man's man. Okay, Tom Cruise, he can fill those shoes. I believe he can. But I just want to show you guys just a quick image of Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser at his prime and maybe at his fall, because some of these images are going to be kind of hard to swallow. Okay? Okay, here we go, guys. So this is just a tableau of some Brendan Fraser images that I was scouring the internet for. Can you see this?
As I remember him, yeah, good-looking guy.
He's over here. He's young, beautiful hair, chiseled chin. You go down, he's with a dog. It's very tasteful.
I remember that must be specifically 2004.
Exactly.
Classic Brendan dog duo.
Brendan dogs, yeah. And
that was really emblematic of the times, I think.
It was. Now you come over here. Brendan is looking with his cool spiky hair now. He's in his leather jacket phase. He's getting into his dark, edgy phase, like I was saying. Okay? He has dog tags in this photo here with a beautiful goatee, his flowing hair. He has some of the most stunning eyebrows and nose that I've ever seen. And then we go up a little bit, and you see the anger in the journey from the center to the earth. And then you see his final form.
It's kind of like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Exactly.
Dr. Fraser and Mr. Brendan.
Hyde, only he is not only Jekyll, but in this case, he's both Jekyll and Hyde.
Exactly. And that's where the Dr. Jekyll would be the
Mr. Hyde.
Mummy, and the Mummy Returns would be Mr. Hyde. And I think the Scorpion King would be Dracula. And the Mummy 3, Snowdown in Chinatown would be
there were a lot of werewolves in the Mummy 3.
Yeah, the Wolfman, yeah.
The snowman.
The snowman.
So I think we can just agree, though, like this should be a PSA. Tom, I know you're watching.
Yes.
I know you're a big fan. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't fucking do it.
Don't do it. I know you already got signed up for this one movie, and it was a good deal that they gave you. You're a star. You get to reprise Brendan Fraser's role, and everyone knows that when you take out the top, you become the one on top. So you are now officially at the top of the pyramid. Don't do number 2.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You're going to end up killing someone's dad.
Exactly. Some lacrosse coach is going to kill their aunt or something.
Exactly. And they're going to blame you.
It never happened the same. Okay? You got a different Mummy film, a different actor. Maybe it will be some dog trainer is going to kill her niece.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk it.
Yeah, that could be bad.
So
just don't do it. The number 2 is where it gets dangerous, because there is nothing wrong with the first Mummy movie.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. The second one is where it really gets dicey, and that's where they're going to offer you more money, and I don't want you to take it, because I am more afraid for your looks than I am for your safety, because I know you can handle danger. I'm not belittling you. You are a man. You're a grown ass man.
You've done every impossible mission in the world.
Yeah.
And they're all possible. You've proven there's video proof that, maybe with some help of some ghosts, but it is totally possible to do what you've done.
So we know that you think that you can come into this and not be affected by the 2, but don't do the 2.
Don't even try.
Don't do it. And with that, I think we are done with another week of Ghost in the Scene. Guys, it's been really hard talking about this subject. I don't know if I ever want to visit it again. The fact that I had to even bring up my old hero, Brendan Fraser. Pains my heart. I thought I'd never have to bring him up in this context, in this as a part of my job.
Yeah.
We miss you, Brendan.
Yeah, wherever you are, Brendan, just reach out to us. I know you've been cursed by the mummy. Maybe we can lift that curse.
Exactly. And I mean, I just want to say to all the soccer coaches out there, you guys got one of the hardest jobs there is. But
yes.
I know it's hard out there, and you have a long, hard day on the soccer field. You want to relax and watch a fun horror sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fall into that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't make it
Watch
about
the first one. You can watch the first one.
Yeah,
That's all right.
first one. But don't make it about the mummies. Make it about the soccer.
Exactly.
About the
Thank
kids.
you. Yes. It's
Yeah.
truly about the kids or the adults, whoever you're coaching on whatever level.
Mostly about that coach's dad, though.
But yeah, exactly.
This episode will go out to the parents of all the people that watched The Mummy 2 and then killed somebody, especially their parents.
So just have this be an open dialogue. You know, it's a lot of people are being affected by this movie, and we want people to be able to express themselves and rid themselves of these ghosts. So you could do it. You're doing great. Thanks for all the support.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting me back home.
Of course.
You know, I feel like I'm still nearly blind coming back to reality where it's so bright, but you know, I feel like I need to still come on here and talk to people because you know, it's important. These are important things to say. You know, I've been the distance, and people need to hear.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you truly do look really horrible. And I'm glad that you got out when you could, because I don't know if you would have made it out another minute. Yeah. You look truly just ragged. And so
ghoulish.
You know, next week, hopefully you get some meat on them bones or something, because I'm getting a very strange feeling from you, like you're going to collapse at any moment. So for everybody out there in the internet, stay in the scene, keep your eyes right on that screen, and smash that like button, please.
Smash it.
Smash it.